Miss James, as town manager, what are the major events that you put in place each year?
Main events in Maidenhead Town Centre are Maidenhead Carnival, which takes place in June over 3 days. We also have an outdoor cinema in Kidwells Park that takes place over 3 days and is free, all outdoor films free for everyone. And our big Christmas lights switch on in November.
To what extent do these events involve teenagers?
I think all the events teenagers are welcome to attend, but in particular Carnival, we have on the Friday night a Battle of the Bands, and that's aimed at under 18s. And we have events running up to June with heats with under 18 bands competing. Then we have a big live final on stage, and that's really an event just for teenagers. You know, we don't market it to adults, it's just a whole evening for teenagers in the park. So we think it's a really good event for people to come to.
Have recent council cutbacks affected the quality or provision of these events?
No, unfortunately the council doesn't fund many of these events, and we rely on business sponsorship and grants. So it has been tough during the recession to get money out of businesses, but the council cuts haven't really affected us. It just means that we have to be a bit more creative with where we get our funding.
Do you think these events can contribute to lower teenage crime?
I think that anything that provides activities for young people to do does affect crime in the town centres. But I think, you know, just generally having a good town centre that's clean, tidy, and I think a lot of people blame a lot of crime on young people, and it isn't just young people either. So just think having a safe environment and have lots of activities that are free for people to get involved in does make sure you have lower crime in towns.
Most activities for teenagers in Maidenhead involve significant subscription fees. Is there any way around this for less fortunate people?
Definitely. I think it's about finding out where to go to where things are cheaper. The 13 to 19 holiday activity programme in the borough is heavily subsidised, and you can do activities like rock climbing, I think you can go go-karting, and it's all a lot cheaper than it normally would be. And our youth centres in the borough as well, they have drop-in sessions, free internet. I think it's 20p for a game of pool. And also we've got loads of parks and open spaces where you can just go and have a kick about with a football, which doesn't cost anything. But there are lots of activities going on, it's just knowing where to look. And I think a good website to look on is the Wampster website, which is www.wampster.org.uk, and it's got all the activities that are going on local for young people.
Parents and teenagers in Maidenhead generally feel they are not informed enough as far as teenage activities are concerned. Is there any way that this can be rectified?
I think it's about making sure that parents and teenagers know where to go. Like I just said, there's lots going on, but perhaps it's not marketed properly. So I think it's about getting that information out to parents and kids, that where to look for, what websites to go on, like Wampster, like Enjoy Maidenhead, so that they know where to go straight away to find out what's going on. So definitely I think things in book bags, posters up at schools, I think that would definitely help get the message out what people can do.
Finally, Miss James, what exciting plans do you have for teenagers in the future? Finally, Miss James, what exciting plans do you have for teenagers in the future?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the Battle of the Bands final will be on the 10th of June in Kidwells Park, but there'll be heats in the Magnet Leisure Centre between now and then. So it's a good night out with your mates, hear some local bands, but also we've got a lot of regeneration plans in Maidenhead, and hopefully over the coming years there will be better shops, better leisure facilities, and generally a better environment for everyone, not just young people. But I think check out our websites, enjoymaidenhead.com and wampster.org.uk, find out what's going on, and hopefully there's plenty to get involved in.
Thank you, Miss James. This is George from the Clare's Court BBC News Report.